Hi everybody, it's Nichelle here again with Birth You Hoover. Here at Birth You Hoover, I am a full spectrum plant-based holistic doula and an advocate for all things safe, natural, and effective. Here on this channel, we discuss all things related to birth and pregnancy and womb health. So if you guys like the content, you like what you hear, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. So recently I did a video about the importance of birth plans. Now I'm going to talk about what goes on a birth plan. I didn't really get too in depth about what actually goes on a birth plan, so let's just get into talking about all of the things that can possibly go on a birth plan. Um, to recap, a birth plan is a specific and detailed understanding of the birthing person's desires and preferences surrounding her labor and birth process. Um, Things that can go on a birth plan are the list is far and wide, but it can go from, where are you birthing? Who do you want at your birth? What do you want to wear? Um, who will, you know, hold your baby first? Or do you want skin to skin? Do you want to breastfeed right away? Do you want, if you're having a son, do you want him circumcised or not? If you're having, do you want the baby washed right away? Do you want to delay cord clamping, or do you want, to cut your cord right away? Do you want um, a water birth? Do you want music? Do you want sounds in the room? What kind of smells do you like? Do you want smells involved? Do you want the room bright or dim? Do you want um it's just so many different things. Like, what position do you want to be in? Do you want intervention? Do you want pain meds? Do you want to have your baby natural? Do you have a plan B? That's another thing. If you are a woman who is at high risk for complications, or if you just want to be on that safe side, you can always have a plan B. Imagine, something goes wrong and then your birth plan just goes out the window and then it's just a quick emergency. Have these conversations with the people who are helping you. Have these conversations with your providers, with your partner. What happens if something goes wrong? What are my options if something goes wrong? Okay, I want that, but I don't want that. Yeah, let's do that, but no, we don't want to do that. So it's so many different things. Do I want it to be induced? Do I have a code word for medicine? For pain meds, like what do I want to do for pain management? Know your alternatives. Know that epidural is not the only option for pain meds. I mean, the pain management. You have other options, so you have to have all of this stuff mapped out. What I like to do is, before I start my birth plan, I like to close my eyes. If it was me, I like to close my eyes and I think about what do I see when I'm birthing? What is around me? What's happening? Who is with me? How am I being supported? Um, what does the setting look like? Get creative, make things uh tailored to your specific needs. Colors that you like, have those colors around, wear that color. um you know who, like, it's so much stuff that can go into that. Do I want to labor at home? Do I want to, like, it's so many different things to go on a birth plan. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some, but you guys, I'm pretty sure you have the idea of, like, getting as detailed as you possibly can. It doesn't have to be done overnight, but it definitely should be done by the end of the second trimester, so that you can discuss, and you should be discussing this with all the people involved no matter what, but you need to be discussing this with your providers. You need to be discussing this with your birth support people. You need to be discussing this with whoever is going to be involved in your process, period. It needs to be talked about. So that's kind of how you go about deciding what to put on your plan and what to not put on your plan. It can be very, very, very specific, or it can be very, very broad, depending on your needs, depending on who you are as a person. Some people love details. Some people love to um, have everything down pat, but other people are more so free flowing and, well, I want something like that looks like this and maybe some of that or whatever the case may be. But those are a lot of the things that you can put on your birth plan. Because I get this question a lot, like, well, what am I supposed to put on the birth plan? Anything, everything, whatever you want to put on there, make sure it is as detailed as it possibly can be, because it's your birth, it's your experience. What do you want to do? Do you want to have lights up? Do you want do you want somebody to sing you a song? Do you like to be touched? Do you don't like to be touched? Like, it's so many different things, and I'm just making things up as I go because I'm being funny, but at the end of the day, um, you got to do what you got to do to get um the desire, the experience, of the birth outcome that you wish for, and that's just what it is. So, if you have somebody who you enjoy, um, you rub your feet or whatever the case may be, put whatever you got to put on that birth plan, and that's the importance of it, and that's all the things that can go in a birth plan. So thank you guys for coming in and tuning into this video. I appreciate you guys for viewing it. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have questions or topics that you want me to talk about, please be sure to email me at birthyhoover@gmail.com. And thank you guys again, and I will see you guys next time. Peace and pregnancy dust.